Greetings, my name is Benton, and today I'm going to be running through the progress and advancement of the Elder Scrolls series within the last decade. This spans 3 different titles: Morrowind, Oblivion, and the new release Skyrim. So please. We begin with Morrowind, an innovation in gaming for its time. Released back in 2002, it introduced the concept of open-world exploration in a 3D environment. Third official in the series, it far exceeded graphic capabilities of its predecessors, being the first in the series to implement 3D technology. The story provided for an interesting immersion and gave players a true sense of special purpose. Combat was a major improvement to any other game, though it was a bit bizarre compared to the other games at the time, considering attacking was mostly based off of turn-based strategies, where there was a chance of hitting. Magic spells typically contain the same animations with various colors representing different spell types. Melee combat animations were all the same as well, with one-hand animations pulling back to strike with shields, preparing to block until the attack button was released. The control scheme was rather simple: leave one button for melee, one for spells, one for attack of all types, and one for inventory and map. Character interaction was mostly limited to text-based confrontations with occasional voice acting. This meant that players would have to cycle through various text dialogue options in order to figure out what their objective would be. Next came Oblivion, the 4th installment to the franchise. Released in 2006, it introduced more improved graphics and impressive sound effects. Similar gameplay to Morrowind, Oblivion provided a vast experience with compelling story elements and endless hours of free-roam exploration and side quests. Combat was improved significantly, implementing more animations for attacks, simulating a more realistic combat experience, and included blocking as its own button, allowing for easier flow of combat. Player to NPC interaction had improved, making players feel as if they are really talking with people through implementation of more voice actors. Although the interaction caused the attention to focus on the person talking, this made emotions seem rather robotic. Introduced, though, was a spell crafting system where one could take the basis of any spell and combine it and amplify a new spell on how the user saw fit. Lastly, we move on to the latest installment, Skyrim. Released last year, this installment has provided for an overhaul and renovation for the series, introducing the new concepts of dragons with their own language that only you can master so quickly. Combat has improved even more than the first ever concept of a button for each hand, allowing the endless strategies and dueling potential for combat. Graphic capabilities have reached even closer to the point of realism, immersing the player into a more realistic world. The series continues to excel with its strong principle of open-world exploration, with endless side quests and dungeons to plunder. New to the series is the concept of a radiant story. This allows players to experience nearly anything in a different way each time they play, allowing for countless hours of continuous playthroughs. This means that the game narrates itself and adapts according to the player's actions, opening up story elements or miscellaneous encounters at different points of each playthrough. So far, the sales of Skyrim has far exceeded any of its previous predecessors, reaching 10 million copies sold within a few weeks of release, which is almost half of Oblivion's total sales during its lifespan. Another new feature implemented by Skyrim's new advancement is the kill cam feature, where the camera zooms out in third person, if not currently in third person, and captures a cinematic execution move that varies depending upon the weapon type the character currently possesses.